here displacement. Next, we have discussed already combination of reaction. There are out of two types already discussed in the last class. Combination. Next, decomposition. We have finished. The third type of reaction is called displacement reaction. What is displacement reaction? One element displaces the other. Example here, lead nitrate. Example zinc. I will take it. That is better. Zinc is a solid. When it's combined with cuprous sulfate solution, when you combine the cuprous sulfate solution, what will happen? Zinc displaces the copper, right? In place of copper, zinc will come and sit there and throws off the copper. Here, more electropositive than copper. In electropositive series, this is more powerful. Therefore, it will come and displace and it will kick off that copper and it goes off there, right? This is also solid. This is a aqueous. I'll write aqueous or aqueous here. Solution. This is also a solution. Now, first you must know how to write the chemical formula. See, this is cupric, and sulfate. This is bisulfate. How to write this formula? This is 1, this is 2. Here I write C2SO4. This is what? Cupric sulfate. If I write like this is cupric, this is cuprous, this is also 2, this is also 2, get cancelled. Therefore, you write Cu1SO4 or cuprous sulfate. Therefore, 2 oxidation state for copper. Therefore, cuprous and cupric. They will write like this. First oxidation state 1 and 2. I don't want all the detail. This is even zinc valency is what? 2. Sulfate valency is 2. Therefore, you can write zinc sulfate formula. And these are the things fundamental you learned in 8th or 9th standard portion, right? This is a higher standard, 10th standard. They will give you have to write the one example. You have the right good example here. And balancing the equation, we have to see now, is it balanced properly or not? Okay. Now here, one zinc is there, CO, 1 copper, 1 sulfur, 4 oxygen, 4 oxygen. They are completely balanced. Therefore, they may ask you the definition. What is displacement reaction? Displacement reaction in which more reactive element, this is what? More reactive element can replace the less reactive element. The more reactive element can replace less reactive element from the compound. This is the compound, no? Therefore, the compound is what? Cuprous sulfate. The more reactive element will come and hit this and will throw off copper, and what will become zinc sulfate. That means the more reactive element displaces the less reactive element, right? Very, very important. This is an example of displacement reaction. Another example you can give, iron, that is ferrous, with copper sulfate, same reaction. This is aqueous. Iron displaces copper. Okay, form ferrous sulfate equals plus copper. Here also balancing is easy. Fe, CO, 1s, 4x, everything is balanced. Therefore, you can give any two example. And again, just remember, this is ferrous and this is ferric. Just remember, ferrous and ferric. Therefore, what is the displacement reaction? Definition they'll ask you. Displacement reaction is, it is a reaction in which more reactive element. Here zinc is the more reactive than copper. Similarly, iron is more reactive. More reactive element displaces the or replaces the less reactive element, forming a new compound. Here new compound formed is like this. Therefore, they may ask you for 2 marks. 2 marks. So to give an example, what is the definition? 1 mark. Example, 1 mark. Out of 2, you can remember any one of that. See, slightly, I'll tell you another the example. No, but this 2 is enough. Next, displacement reaction is there. Next, double decomposition. Double decomposition. Here, sodium sulfate plus barium chloride. Sodium sulfate equals barium chloride equals, here what? This is positive, negative, positive, negative. Here what happens? This positive is get attracted by this negative, this positive get attracted by this one. Therefore what? A plus B, C plus CD. No, this positive is attracted by this negative. I'll give the simple way. Here what you get? Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, this positive and negative join, and this positive negative joins barium sulfate. All are in aqueous state only. All are in liquid state. You take, you mix sodium sulfate solution and barium sulfate solution. After some time, you will get sodium chloride solution and barium sulfate solution. What is a double decomposition reaction? Here what? AB plus CD. Here positive, negative, positive, negative. What will happen? A join with D. You form a compound, and B join with C. C, B. You get 2 different compounds. Now how to make it is, they will ask you, define what is double decomposition. Definition is this. Reaction in which there is here what happens? Exchange of ions. Here sodium ion get exchanged with what? Chlorine. Exchange of ions between the reactant. Between these 2 reactants are there. The exchange of ions takes place, right? Is called double decomposition. Double decomposition is the reaction in which there is an exchange of ions between the reactants, or exchange of ion between the compounds is called double decomposition. I'll tell again. What is double decomposition? Double decomposition is the reaction in which there is an exchange of ions between the reactants, or exchange of ion between the 2 compounds. This is one compound, this is one 2 compounds, is called double decomposition. See, now how to remember these other things, right? See, sodium valency 1, sulfate valency 2. Here 1 and 2. Sodium sulfate. Alright, I know this formula. What is the barium? Barium valency is +1. Chloride, halogens, chloride, bromide, fluoride, all our halogens are negative. Barium valency 1. This is also 1. Barium chloride. This already, this now you know barium is 1 now. Chlorine you know. Then what about sodium chloride? Sodium chloride. Sodium is 1, chlorine 1. Therefore, sodium chloride formula you can write. Therefore, sodium valency is 1 because from this one already you know all this. And barium only we learnt, that is rarely people remember, because from this barium chloride I came to know that what barium is positive, sulfate is valency is 2, therefore 1 and 2, Ba2, this barium sulfate. See, this writing the formula, it will give you what is that better practice. You write several times, you practice. It will be helpful for your all competitive exams. Now how to balance it? Here 2 sodium. Here only 1 sodium. Therefore I will write 2 here. 2 sodium. 1 sulfur, 1 sulfur. How many oxygen? 4 oxygen. Here 4 oxygen. Barium 1, barium 1. Chlorine 1. Here chlorine 2. Therefore you write 2 here. If I write 2 here, what happens? Again, 2 barium. Here also I have to put 2 barium. Now 2 barium. Then 2 sulfur. Here 1 sulfur I write 2. Then it becomes what? 4. 4 sodium. Therefore I write 4. 4 sodium. Then 2 chlorine. How is this? It's not at all balancing properly. Right? Therefore, we will do this separately again in the next class. Okay? But some students, they mug it up. Sodium sulfate plus barium chloride gives barium sulfate plus 2 sodium chloride. But we will balance it again. 2 sodium, 2 sodium, 1 chlorine, 1 chlorine. Everything is balanced already. Simply I only got confused here. Okay? See, again I will tell you, either teacher or student, if you are not comfortable, if you are in tension, you will do a lot of mistakes. In the examination, almost 90% of the student will be in tension, teachers are in tension. Therefore, even if you know very well, there you will tend to forget. Therefore, always be cool and do it properly. 1,000 times I have done, but in spite I do a mistake because of the tension. Therefore, don't give room for any tension. Okay, we will do this balancing. See, balancing is like learning languages. You can't learn in a day. It need practice. Cycling, swimming, balance, all are need practice. It can't be taught in one day. Right? Therefore, the fluency of even remembering all these things, it need a lot of time. But day to day, just you learn all this, right? And don't bother if you don't remember, write it in a sentence only, right? Okay, thank you.